right, so this is video before the video. I just wanted to say that sorry if it's a more talking video. I didn't have my tripod with me like I usually do in my car during the events in this video. So sorry if like you see my arm is an awkward arm, and sorry we don't see any like real like me doing the work in the videos. You know, obviously I didn't plan for the first thing to happen, and then the second one I didn't really plan to do it at that time. But you know, hope you guys enjoy the video, and you know, keep rocking with me. It's a video for you guys, you know, like you guys like it's a video, so you know, you guys, some of you guys just want videos from me, so here it is. Hope you enjoy. All right guys, it's super late night right now. You know, it was Christmas Eve. Had a little fun with some friends at a friend's house doing Secret Santa and stuff. And we wanted to go out for a drive in one of the crews, and there was an on-ramp and it was wet out. So, you know, thought I was a little confident. And yeah, if you guys saw my Instagram story, little front end collision right here. It pushed the front end a little bit, but I got it kind of realigned. It's not bad. The real damage was in the rear. I bent one of my good wheels. This is the 17 by 9s, which is kind of upsetting. And then right here, where it took most of the root damage. But I just hammered this out a little bit, and just gotta do a little few hits with a smaller hammer, and it's pretty much back to where it was. Kind of sucks. Obviously, you know, this was a clean car. And, you know, I had to be a little overzealous, and it was like the last manji on the on-ramp, and it just spun out on me, a little too much gas, and clipped here, and obviously the back bounced off, hit the front, and then I leveled out again. But so far, you know, just right now I'm trying to take the bumper off because it's definitely off, but just trying to pop that out, pull the brackets out as much as I can, just so it looks somewhat decent again. I mean, it's not terrible. I've seen way worse. I thought it was totaled by how hard I hit it, but I guess it wasn't really that hard. That's why you have crash bars for a reason. The funny thing is, though, I was thinking about, like in my head, thinking about getting bash bars for this car, just because in the morning, our front bumper got ripped off because I'm too low for our grassy parking lot that we have. Shout out to Brayman. I swear, this bumper will be the death of me. I think it's time for a bash bar. You know, multi-million-dollar company that, you know, doesn't care about employee parking. But other than that, you know, the quarter is pretty much back. It's just now trying to take off the rear bumper. It's going to be my first time taking off the rear bumper. But the best thing about it, if that doesn't get fixed, I have a spare rear bumper and a spare front bumper just to get it done. And it's funny because I was, you know, hitting up people for front over fenders, because when I put the angle kit on, the track width in the front is going to be too wide for the stock fenders, so I would need slight over fenders for the front, and I wasn't going to get anything for the rear because I was like, oh yeah, you know, I don't need them. You know, I'm trying to keep it stock body as much as possible, you know, until I need to get over fenders. That's when I'll get over fenders for the rear. And it would have been super close if it was like a lot higher. But luckily it was down below, and it's, you know, hammerable. Right now it looks like a teenager's bumpy face, but, you know, welcome to Alex Auto Body here. And, you know, I'm trying to not go through anyone for money. I mean, my friend John was there, and a couple other. John owns the body shop that repainted my roof. So, and Tommy's right next door, but, you know, it's the holidays. I don't want to bother him. He saw my story and asked if I was okay. You know, I said I was okay. And obviously, if Tommy were to look at this, he'd be like, oh yeah, this is super fixable. He'll probably get a winch or something like that to pull the support bar over a little bit, whatnot. So it's this is all the part of it. You know, you want to drift. You know, you want to you know, do what you can with your S chassis, and this is all part of it. And you know, now, you know, this is just ripping off the Band-Aid to me, trying to keep this as clean as possible. And I mean, obviously I'm not going to write it off as you know, just a missile. It just, you know, a little collision, definitely fixable, and definitely could get this thing back to looking what it was. But, you know, shit happens, you know. So I'm gonna try to take this rear bumper off, push that bubble back out. That's about it. Also forgot to say Merry Christmas to those. It's 4 in the morning, so you know, I gotta be at my friend's house tomorrow because we're having a little dinner. And yeah, didn't think I would be doing this, you know, at 4 in the morning, you know what I'm saying? And now it's like 5 in the morning, just like that. Yeah, still a little bumpy, pimply, but whatever. It is what it is. And pop that out. Now I look like Chris at the Rice Miata. I'm at my first wall tap. But this one was definitely not intentional. But yeah. The light's a little fucked right there. Oh, cracked right here. I see it now, yeah. Cracked right here. But other than that, it's really not that bad shape. This is slightly tweaked. It's like tweaked up slightly. But next thing, saving up for some front and rear bash bars. And yeah, but you know, never be too confident. And also I was showing off because there were some girls, but you know, it is what it is. And who hasn't tried to show off in front of some girls? But you know, it is what it is. You know, you live and you learn. Luckily, you know, the S14 is not totaled. Other than that, you know, can't be too mad at myself just because, you know, like I said, it's a life lesson. You learn, and no, you know, it's a vague reminder of, you know, you need more seat time, Alex, because that could have been definitely avoidable. But yeah, it is what it is. Let me try to put the bumper back on as good as I can get, and then that's it. All right, guys, so it's a continuation of the video where I smacked the rear quarter against the wall. That was on Christmas Eve. Now New Year's has passed and it's a Sunday. But now we finally have everything to put the front angle kit, quote unquote, up together. The Technotoy Racing lower control arms. We have the modded front knuckles that is welded by Jeff. Thank you, Jeff. And I already had the wheel bearings and stuff like that. So this should be a breeze, just unbolting to bolt up new stuff. Extended inner and outer tie rods. We got the torsion bars. That's basically it. We're gonna see how much track width this is gonna gain. It's gonna gain a lot. So Marcus is dying to raise the front end of my car, and I'm just like, whatever. So.
You just have to reverse rake it instead of the fucking stupid forward rake you got.
Well, right now I have 18s in the back, so it doesn't help. So without the 18s in the back, it actually sits kind of flat. But other than that, we just gotta, you know, finagle it all together. But I'll show you underneath. All right, guys, so a little bit has passed, and we finally have the driver's side full, like, knuckle, tension rod, lower control arm, and inner and outer tie rod off. And then now we're just gonna set up the Technotoy Racing one, and then bolt it back in. I definitely need a lot of work under here. Sway bar end links are clapped, like a lot of things. But in due time, we're just gonna pull the motor, refresh everything, clean up the engine bay and everything. So, yeah. In due time. But yeah, so I'm gonna get started to putting all this together and making it whole again. All right, guys, so more time has passed and we have everything bolted back up together. The knuckles on, the brake calipers on, rotors on. Everything is basically tightened up. It's just we're gonna put the wheel on and check the alignment and kind of eyeball it for the time being until I can get a real alignment on the rack. Other than that, I kind of want to wait until I get the rear camera arms. There's ones in Port St. Lucie for $60, so I gotta go get those. But both sides are done. I just have to find another knuckle bolt here because the other one, it kind of stripped itself, so that's a pain. But other than that, we're pretty much ready to go to drop it on the floor. But yeah, Marcus just looking, and I have to look at my car for it. So when everything is all said and done, we'll go for a test drive, and I'll get back to you guys. All right, guys. So I am now home. The 240 is all back together. Marcus dialed in my alignment. It's not like perfect like an alignment rack, but you know, we got it as eyeball as possible. Adjust the caster, adjust the toe, you know, just so the wheel is now like straight now. Before it was I had to hold it from pulling to the right. Now it's straight, pulls a little left, but you know, it's a lot better than what it was before. But the track width is actually a lot, you know, a lot different. Like the bottom obviously cambers out more because the lower control arm is extended. And then I got to test drive it a little bit. Not, you know, I didn't throw it around or, you know, drift it or anything like that yet, but it definitely has a lot more angle because, you know, instead of like, you know, trying to swing it wide and then go in for like a U-turn or something like that, I literally just have to cut the wheel and give it some gas and it'll fucking just start, you know, going. And it's definitely a different feeling. The front end though does feel 100% better. You know, all the bushings that I took off and like ball joints and stuff like that, they were shot. And now that we have the caster arm, extended inner and outer tie rods, and the outer tie rods are actually drop tie rods, and then obviously the Technotoy Racing lower control arms. It definitely tightened up the front. The next thing I want to get is the steering rack bushing. You know how it's rubber and you have some play in your steering. You know, I want to get a solid one from ISR off Injuku or something like that, and that will definitely tighten up the steering a lot more. I still have to get the rear camber arms and the rear toe arms just so I have that much more adjustability in the rear, and so I can get rid of the camber so we can stop going through tires like a-hole I am. And yeah, but other than that, obviously at the beginning of the video we crashed the car, but you know, I hammered it out. You know, it is what it is at this point. Now we just need some body work and you know, get it painted again, or I might get the body work done, but I might get it wrapped, so it might be like primer for a little bit. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. Should I, you know, just paint it gold again, the champagne gold, or should I wrap it a different color? Let me know. And you know, this car, like I said, this car is going to be slowly but surely getting to where I want it. Obviously, you know, with my budget and you know how things are in life right now with a full-time job, I'm just trying to take things you know, day by day and like mod by mod. You know, I'm not big like everyone else that some of you guys look up to, so you know, but I am thankful for those that keep rocking with me. And you know, thank you for coming along on this journey. You know, we still got a long way to go, and I want to make you guys happy. And my next big move is merch. I'm gonna try to get some merch out for you guys, so you know, that helps with, you know, the build. Like I said in I think the last video, that I have a daily, I have to get some money to fix that up, bring it down from Connecticut, and you know, so I can finally put the wrench time that the 240 needs and pull her heart out, refresh it, all that stuff, you know, get everything A1, and you know, get ready for that turbo kit. So you know, I know this video is super random, but you know, you guys like it when I post, so you know, here's a post. Hope you guys like this video. Give it a thumbs up. Put it down in the comments what you guys want to see next and what you guys think. And you know, thank you for all those that, you know, gave their condolences and wished me best of luck, and you know, gave me prayers for my grandfather passing. Obviously, you know, that's a hard thing because he was basically I wouldn't say like my only father figure because my dad's still in my life, but you know, he was around where my dad was like always at work, and you know, he would take care of me. Same thing with my grandmother. So you know, it was a hard one to take in, you know, but you know, it is what it is. You know, things happen in life. You know, when it's your time, it's your time. But I'll get out of the car right now and I'll show you. We ended up raising the car. I think Marcus raised it at least to 2.25 inches in the front. I can get more light on this side. Yeah, raise it 2.25 inches in the front, and then the bottom track width is, you know, out more. And you know, I'll probably show a better video when it's during the daytime next video. So just bear with me. But I'll see you guys. So just bear with me. I'll see you guys in the next one.